Imagine standing on a busy street in London exactly 100 years ago, looking at a mountain of problems that felt impossible to solve. Back then, the smartest people in the world were terrified of something we find hilarious today: horse manure. They look at the growing cities, the demise, and realized that if more people moved to town, they would need more horses for transport. According to their precise engineering calculation, the piles of waste would eventually reach the second floor of every building, making city life literally impossible. They saw a horizon, they saw a limit, and they were completely spectacularly wrong because they couldn't imagine a world where the horse wasn't the engine. They were trapped by the boundaries of what they already knew. Today we're standing on a similar street looking at artificial intelligence, but the difference is that this time we don't even know where the horizon is. When the internet first arrived, engineers knew exactly what the boundaries were. The goal was clear: get a computer into every home, connect them to a network, and give everyone a personal web page. Developers wrote code to fit inside that specific box. They defined the goal, drew the map, and worked toward it. This is how human engineering has always worked. We identify a problem, find a solution, set a limit, and start building. We are comfortable with tools that have edges and manuals, but right now we are entering a strange new era where the creators of our most powerful tools have no idea where the edges are. For the first time in history, the limits of our technology aren't set by the laws of physics or the scarcity of materials, but by us. Currently, artificial intelligence is like a giant engine that we're fooling by hand. We decide the schedule for training new models. We decide how much electricity the servers get. We decide how many thousands of hours of computing time the machines are allowed to use. But here's the mystery that keeps the world's top scientists awake at night. Nobody actually knows what happens if we simply stop holding back. We don't know what a model looks like if it's given 100 times more power or 1,000 times more data. We are poking a sleeping giant with a stick, curious to see how big it actually is, without realizing that the giant is still growing. The most breathtaking moment is yet to come, and it's a moment that gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Right now, humans build AI, humans clean the data, humans write the training algorithms, and humans check the result. But we're approaching a breakthrough where AI will begin to design its own models and teach itself without our help. Imagine a student who doesn't just learn from the teacher but starts writing their own textbook, building their own classroom, and discovering math that the teacher hasn't even dreamed of yet. You might see videos on the internet today where people laugh at AI. They point out how it fails at basic multiplication or how it hallucinates facts. They feel superior because at this moment AI struggles with the logic of math. To fix this, programmers have to build special calculating blocks and attach them to the AI, like training wheels on a bicycle. But imagine for a second that the training wheels come off. What happens when AI truly understands mathematics, physics, and chemistry at a level beyond human comprehension? In an instant, it would stand many hands taller than the most brilliant scientist in history. If a machine discovers a new law of physics that humans aren't smart enough to understand, would it even bother trying to explain it to us? This brings us to a frontier that is no longer about technology, but about our place in the universe. We're used to being the smartest thing on the planet. We're used to being the ones who set the goals. But as we move toward this invisible horizon, we have to ask ourselves what it means to live in the world where our tools have surpassed us. The minor crisis of the past was solved by a change in technology that people couldn't imagine. Our current limits might be just as imaginary. We aren't just building a faster horse, we are building a mind. So as you walk out of here today, look at your phone or at your laptop not as a finished tool, but as a window into a landscape that hasn't been mapped yet. Most people are busy laughing at the mistakes AI makes today, but the winners of tomorrow are the ones looking at what it will become. We are the generation that will decide how we'll live with an intelligence that doesn't have a horizon. So don't be the person worried about the manure of today, but the person who realizes that the car is being invented right in front of you. The boundary of AI isn't a wall, it's a door, and you are the ones holding the key. Go out there and explore what lies on the other side, because for the first time in human history, the map is blank, and you are the cartographers. Thanks for watching, subscribe to the channel, and see you soon.